This training video is on the HLS PixelPlane Editor, specifically generating moving text strings. So if you have a horizontal matrix, or if you have a matrix of any size, and you would like to have text moving across that matrix, you can do that natively with an HLS. You don't have to go out and use Nutcracker or any of the other tools if you choose to do so. I'll show you how to use the PixelPlane Editor and some of the unique features that you have in generating text. This top channel is a PixelPlane. It is a 128 by 16 channel PixelPlane, which means it's 128 channels or strings wide, and it's 16 strings high. To start or to place an effect using the PixelPlane Editor, you put your mouse on the tick mark where you would like the effect to start, and you right click. And you come down and you say add a custom PixelPlane effect. And we are now in the PixelPlane Editor. It generates an effect 10 ticks long. This is too short for us, so we need to lengthen it. So just like you do in the grid, you left click on the last cell and it gives you the ability to move it. I'm going to hit the page down button several times. We're going to come out here. Let's come out to 23. If I left click again, I have locked it into place and I have frozen it. Now, with this drop down box, this shows you all the different effects that you can do within the HLS native PixelPlane Editor. We want horizontal text. The speed of rotation is not really the speed of rotation, it's the speed of text movement across the screen. We want it down here at 0, which is basically going to be as fast as possible, which means it will move one string for every frame or every tick up here. Every time tick, it's going to move one frame. Injection height this is 16 channels high. How far from the top do I start injecting that text string? Let's put it at 1. So we want it at the top of our matrix right now. We can come down here and we can hit 1. And I've already put this in. I wrote some text. Hello to all of you. Okay, so we have some text there. I hit OK. Now, even though it's in the line, we have to generate the fonts that are going to make that. I'm using an Arial font in 12 points. I'm going to show you. I don't think Arial font is a good font. And the reason why you'll see is the H's and the L's are single lines coming down, single pixels, but the O has a lot of mass and it just kind of looks kind of strange. So I'll show you that and I'll show you some stuff with it. But then I'll show you maybe how to use a different font which may make it look better. So we have to generate effectively the fonts for this. And we do that by clicking Generate Test. Now if we come up and we hit play, you will notice it's going across. See what I mean? The H's and the E's and everything, they're nice single lines, but the O is kind of broad. Even the A is kind of broad because if you get things going at angles, the font uses more pixels. And if you notice, when it gets to the end, it turned black. See this down here? Number of pixels to wait before it begins again. It's at 25. So it means it's 25 ticks because we have this rotation going, or 25 pixels before it starts all over again. Let's get this down. Let's put it down to 1. So effectively, as soon as it goes off the screen, it's coming right back on the other side. And I want to do that because I want to show you some of the things. So now you have text moving across the screen. Okay, that's nice. Can we do something to spice up that text? Well, we have something here called sparkle. Think of sparkle like little fireflies or little firecrackers going off inside your text. So, you see the little sparkles going on? They're randomly going on throughout your text. And you can add more sparkles. All this does is increase the density or the number of sparkles that can appear with any one period of time. Now, if you get it too high, it'll all turn white because it'll saturate. It'll put too many sparkles out there. So you can have sparkles going in there. Let's turn sparkles off. These are the different colors. Okay, you can turn them off and on. Right now, I have all 6 of them on. If I come over here to random color, now every pixel in here is randomly coming from this palette. And every pixel on every frame is getting a different pixel, or a different color, I should say. So you've got a random color going across. So let's keep the random color going for a minute, and let me show you something called snow. Now, well, let's turn random off. What is snow? Snow is not the effect. Snow is background. So it's snowing in back of your text. So let's add some snow. Now, right now, I've got all of these colors going on in snow. If I just wanted one color, I could just turn these off. You have to stop play to turn these off, but I could turn them off, and then I would only have one snow color going on in the background. Can I get a density or a larger snow density? Sure you can. Right now it's at 5. We can bring the density up. There's 173. That means there's a lot more snow density going on back there. You can actually then turn around and do sparkle. So now we've got snow density, and we also have sparkle going on. Let's turn the densities down, and let's turn the snow off. Now, you also can have a background color. It says background is color 6, which is this. Let's pick a different color. You do that by clicking on this upper bar, and you get my palette. You click here, and we're going to say Other. I want to come in here and kind of pick a nice blue. Yeah, let's kind of like a cool blue. Let's pick that one. And we say OK. Oh. OK. Ah, that's it. I picked this one. So now, if I come over here and I say Add Background Color, if I do that and start, now I've got this color, and it's in my background. It's awful bright, so you may want to dim it down a little. You come over here to Intensity, and we can turn it down. Let's make it 35. So now you can turn it down to 35. You can take it down to 35, and you can add some color that way. So now you got color on a background. We can turn off the color, and we can add some snow back there. And we can turn around and add some sparkle. Okay, so those are the various things you can do. Let's turn that off. Let's turn our background color off. Now, let me show you about injection height. Remember I said it's 16 high. This font is 12, which means we got basically 4 empty rows at the bottom. So if I move this, start moving this up, see I get to 5. If you notice, I'm starting to clip the bottom. I've pushed it off the bottom. If I move it up even more, I'm pushing it more and more. Okay? And if I move it up more and more, I've pushed it down so far, it's falling off the bottom of the matrix. So this allows you to adjust where that is. Let's stop this. You can actually run 2 lines. Now, we can't run 2 lines with a 12-point font. The reason being is you've only got 16 lines. And the way characters or way text runs is these are 12 high, then you need a space, and then you need another one. So 12 plus 12 is 24. You need probably at least 25 or 26 horizontal rows to get this type of text in 2 rows. So let's come down here, and let's make this a 6-point font. And we'll say the gap between is going to be just 1. We're still going to roll off the bottom a little bit, but now we can come down. Joe says hi. Now we can add another line. I'm going to hit Generate Text, because I have to be able to generate that. We're going to hit Reset. See the frame counter? That says I'm at frame 69 in my simulation. I'm going to bring it back to 0. Now we're going to hit play, And now we have 2 lines going across. But if you notice, 6-point font is not all that nice. So that just goes to tell you that if you're building your matrix, be aware of what size font you want to be able to convey. Okay? So let's turn this off. Now in order to get rid of line 2, you have to erase it. So we'll just erase it. And we can put this back up. Let's put it up to 14 font. Got to regenerate the text and reset it. And let's play it again. And now we're back. Now if you look, 14-point font, that turned out, that was fairly nice. See, just changing the font size made these other characters pretty much the same as your other ones. Let's turn this off. You can come down and you can turn around and play with your fonts. You might find something in here that's kind of nice. Here's like a Swiss black. Let's do that. We've got to generate text. Let's reset it and play it again. And that one is that one's kind of nice. Now I kind of like that one myself. So you can go ahead and play with the different types of fonts. You can, oh, that's a 10-point font. Let's stop that. Let's make that a 14-point font. Generate the text, reset it, and play it again. And there we go. There's a fairly nice, fairly thick 14-point font. We're going to want to hold that and we're going to want to save that. Okay? Now, at this speed, how much of this is actually going to go up here in 23? We don't know. This is just a simulation down here. So let's stop this. Now, if I generated this, and if I just say generated, it's going to pick it up from this frame count. It's going to pick it up right where you stop the simulation. So we want the simulation to come back to 0. We're going to name this effect. And we're just going to call this effect, spell hello underscore all is what we're going to call it. We've identified hello all. It's going to be almost 23 seconds. We've reset it, which means it'll start over here. And we're going to create it. Now, when we create it, HLS will display frame by frame what's going to be shown. So here we go. It's going to 450 frames is what it's going to create. So here we go. Now you're going to see how far 450 frames will actually go in generating text coming across. Will we get the whole thing? Or will it stop? We're only at 250. Will it go off the screen before it stops? I don't think so. Maybe? Yes, it will. Very good. It's going to come back on. There it goes. It just stopped. Okay, so now we have our effect. So let's go ahead and exit. We say done. Sure you want to leave? Yes. Let's save our work. We just put a lot of work into that, so let's save that. Now, let's go see what that looks like. So we can come up here and we can display our PixelPlane. And it's sitting up here. And we will just say, play it. And there we go. Hello to all of you.
In all the world of music.
Now, show you something. Right there. I looked. Let's turn this off. This thing is up here at about 23. I think I just clicked on the end of it again. Well, okay. I was going to say I wanted to change the size of that. It's not letting me change the size. I'll have to take a look and show you how to do that later. But the purpose was how to use the PixelPlane Editor to show you how to create this text. I hope you enjoy. Bye.